If you're watching this, you're probably asking yourself one of two questions. Either, is this program actually worth it? Or, will this be the thing that finally gets me unstuck? And I want to be really honest with you, because I know you've been burned before. You've bought the courses, you've done the certifications, you've got a whole folder on your desktop, or let's be real, it's all scattered across your desktop, full of PDFs and workbooks and trainings that you started but you never finished. And here you are, still stuck, still not charging for your gift, still wondering if this is ever going to happen for you. So, why would this be any different? That's what I want to talk about today. Not a sales pitch, just the truth about what level one is, who it's actually for, and whether it's worth it for you specifically. Because honestly, it might not be. So, let's find out together. Here's what I've learned in 13 years of working with spiritual entrepreneurs. The reason that you're stuck is almost never what you think it is. You think you might need more training, more credentials, a better website, a clearer niche, a perfect logo, the right technology, but that's not it. Some of you think you might need more information, another course, another YouTube video, another podcast episode that finally gives you that missing piece. That's not it either. What's actually keeping you stuck is something much simpler, and it's much harder to fix with information. I call it the three-headed monster. Head number one is imposter syndrome. It's that voice that says, "Who am I to do this? There are people way more qualified than me." That's my imposter syndrome voice. Head number two is perfection paralysis. It's the voice that says, "I'm not ready yet. I just need to finish one more thing first." And head number three is paranoia. It's the voice that says, "What if I fail? What if they judge me? What if something bad happens?" And every time you try to move forward, one of those heads rears up and stops you. And here's the thing, no amount of information fixes that. No course is going to teach that away. And you can't learn your way out of a belief problem. You have to transform it. And that's what level one is actually designed to do. So let me tell you what this program is and specifically what it isn't. Level one is not just another course. And I know that sounds weird because there are videos in it, there is a curriculum, but hear me out. A course is something you buy and you chuck it on a shelf and it collects dust and then you feel guilty about not finishing it. A course is a bucket of information that you consume alone, hoping that it's going to make you feel better or change something. Level one, as I've designed it, is a container. And even more so, it's just like a sandbox that we get to play in full of magical sand, but we can talk more about that later. So there's definitely pre-recorded video lessons, but they're designed so you can watch them on your own time, at your own pace, and come back to them whenever you need to. That's your reference library. It's core teachings that you can revisit again and again. But here's what makes this different from the courses that might be collecting dust in your download folder. You don't watch the videos alone and hope something changes. You watch the video, you do the homework, and then you bring it to our live call. Every week we're going to meet live, not pre-recorded. It's all in real time. You and me and a room full of people doing this beautiful thing together. And that's where the transformation happens. In the video, you're going to learn the framework. In the homework, you're going to apply it to your life. And on the live call, we're going to work through whatever comes up. And things are going to come up. The questions, the resistance, the breakthroughs, the breakdowns, the stuff that you couldn't see until you tried to do it. The videos are going to give you the knowledge, the homework is going to make it personal, and the live calls are going to make it real. That's the difference between information and transformation. Now I'm going to tell you something I learned a very long time ago from a very tall teacher that I worked with at one point, that doing anything is 80% mindset and 20% mechanics. And building a spiritual business, it's exactly the same, even more so. Most programs will give you the mechanics. Here's how to build your website. Here's how to write your sales page. Here's how to do your 17-step launch sequence. And all of that matters. It just matters eventually. But if you haven't dealt with the 80%, the mechanics will never matter. You'll build the website and you'll never publish it. You'll write the sales page and you'll never share it. You'll plan the launch and you'll never press send because the three-headed monster is still running the show. Level one is built around that truth. We start with who you are, your mindset, your beliefs, the stuff that's actually been keeping you stuck. Then and only then do we move into the practical pieces, your North Star, your offer, your plan. Most people try to build on cracked foundations, and then they wonder why it all keeps crumbling down around them. We're going to fix the foundation first. We're going to strengthen it. So what actually happens in these 12 weeks? Each week is going to follow the same rhythm. You're going to watch your video lessons, you're going to complete the homework in your workbook, and you're going to come together on a live call, and we're going to go deeper. The first phase is all about foundation. We're going to start with 3 agreements, and these are commitments that you make to yourself when you enter this work. Then we're going to go into mindset mastery, and we're going to talk about limiting beliefs, that three-headed monster that I just talked to you about. And we're going to create a framework called knowing and allowing, which is about trusting yourself and the universe and letting things unfold instead of forcing everything. The second phase is about clarity. This is where we're going to find your North Star, your deeper why, not your goals, your why. And we got to do something called a spiritual bucket list. It's one of my favorite things that we do because it's reconnecting you to what you actually want, not what you think you should want. And then we use another tool that I developed over the last decade or so called the Wheel of Spiritual Entrepreneurship. And it's a self-assessment tool that shows you exactly where you are across 8 key areas that matter in every spiritual business. It's going to show you where you're strong, it's going to show you where the gaps are, and it's not really for judgment, it's for clarity, and it's for a direction to move in. The third part of this is going to be about action, and we're going to build something called a manifestation action plan, where we take all of your ideas and dreams and to-dos that are all just like floating around amorphously, and we organize them into something that's real and something you can actually do. It's not 57 million overwhelming tasks. It's 8 manageable categories with timelines and support and the clear next step. So by the end of these 12 weeks, you're going to know who you are, you're going to know where you're going, and you're going to have a plan to get there. And because you did the work week by week, video, homework, live call, it's not just information that you learned, it's transformation that you lived. Now, let me be real about who this is for and who it's not for. Level 1 is for you if you have a gift, if you're doing readings, energy work, coaching, healing, something that you've been practicing, even if it's just for friends and family. It's for you if you know you want to build something around it, but you've been stuck in a starting phase for months or even years. This is for you if you're tired of trying to figure it out alone. And this is for you if you're willing to show up, to watch the videos, do the homework, come to the calls, not perfectly, but consistently. Now, this is not for you if you're already making a consistent income from your spiritual business. You don't need foundations. You actually need growth, and that's a different program. If you're looking for a quick fix or a magical formula, this is 12 weeks of real work, so I don't know if this is for you. If you just want to watch videos and not engage, if you want to lurk in the background, the videos are a part of it, but the magic actually happens in the homework and on the live calls. So if you're not going to do those, this course is not for you. And if you're not ready for any of that, there's no hard feelings. This course will be here when you are. So the next question is this worth it? And I can't answer that for you, but I can help you think about it differently. Here's what I would ask. What's it costing you to stay stuck? Not in dollars, but in time, in energy, in that low-grade frustration that's always just like buzzing in the background, in watching other people do the thing that you know that you're supposed to do. In another year of saying, this is the year, and then it just isn't. The investment for level 1 is $897, or 3 payments of $317. And I'm not going to tell you that that's nothing. For some of you, that's really significant, and I respect that. But I want you to think about what you've already spent trying to figure this out on your own. All the courses you didn't finish, the certifications that didn't give you the confidence you needed, the time scrolling for answers that never came. What if instead of more information, you got transformation? What if 12 weeks from now you weren't wondering if you could do this anymore because you already started doing it? That's what level 1 is designed to give you. Not a guarantee. I can't promise outcomes because outcomes depend on you. But a real chance with real support in a real community. That I can offer. If something in you is saying yes, trust that. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to be willing to begin. The link to join is in the description. Enrollment is open now, and we start on March 10th. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I read everything. And if this isn't your time, that's okay too. Really, your gift isn't going anywhere, and neither am I. But if you've been waiting for a sign, maybe this is it. I'll see you inside.